Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all important Secret Wars review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what Secret Wars books to buy. And today, fans, we're talking about The Amazing Spider Man Renew Your Vows, issue number 2. That's right, fans. The last issue, I was basically throwing up Spider-Man all over you because I was so excited about that issue and I loved every minute of it. Now, this issue's cover looks very promising. I love seeing Venom there in the background, just surrounding Peter Parker and his in the crazy tongue. I think that's a very cool cover there. This book is written by Dan Slott. The artwork is done by Adam Kubert, and I loved what it brought to the table when it had to do of the classic character of Spider-Man, how he fought for his family and how he destroyed his arch nemesis and decided to hang up the blue and red forever. And now a few years has passed. His daughter is a little older, his daughter Annie, and you can still see him protecting his family here. The artwork in this book is really cool. The beginning pages of this issue starts off in a dream sequence, so it's cool to see that. Facial expressions here are very well done. I know some people complained a little bit about Adam Kubert's artwork in the last issue, but I think this one may have improved a little bit more when it comes to its facial expressions. However, when it comes to some of these action scenes that happen in this book and the one page splash page, I think it looks really well done. The details are really nice in here, especially in this page here where Regent's in the throne and you get to see the Rhino there. I thought that was really nice. And as you flip through the book in here, again, you get to see some other cool action shots in here as well. So, and I love the lettering in this book too. I just love the big, bold letters, when you get to see Peter yell and scream and whatnot. So really cool. And then here's one page here that I thought was really nice as well. And this was the Sinister Six. So artwork was fantastic. What did I think of the actual story itself now it's a little bit further into the story? In this issue, you wind up finding out that Peter Parker's still having dreams after dealing with his own him killing Venom. You can see that it really affects the character a lot in here. And he finds himself being consumed by the symbiote as well in his dream. And he wakes up and his spider sense is going off. And he realizes now that his daughter obviously has his powers. And, because she has the DNA and she's like sticking to the wall while sleeping. And everyone has to be very cautious about using superpowers because Regent, the one that destroyed all the X-Men and took all their powers, and he sucks up everyone's superhuman strength or powers, he's always right up there trying to find any powers. But there's very little superpowers to kind of be left around. So they have these like dampeners that kind of suppresses their power so he can't attack them or whatnot. So we find out that Annie is going to school. And, they say, don't use your powers, be good, things like that. And you see Mary Jane dropping her off at school. You get to see Peter in this issue, be Peter, taking pictures for the Daily Bugle. He sees a fight scene break out amongst some of your maybe classic heroes that take place in this issue with like the Shocker, the Rhino, Boomerang, some characters that you've seen that are like have been part of the Sinister Six in one way or another, which is really cool. Shocker did a good job, so he moved up to the Elite Guard, which I thought was pretty neat. You got to see Beetle in this issue as well, also part of his Sinister Six team member when she was on the Superior Sinister Six or whatever it was that Nick Spencer wrote. Jay Jonah's in this issue, which was nice, trying to pay Peter for his pictures and whatnot. Then we find out that there is an alert at the school, and MJ calls Peter, and Peter's right on it. He's right into the action here because he feels that Regent's after her and he's going to steal her powers. And right away, it's cool because he's wearing a red hoodie and blue pants, so it kind of stays true to the character here. And for the first time, he's acting like Spider-Man. And you see people, pointing him out and everything else, and you're like, "Oh, it's Peter! It's Peter! It's Spider-Man! It's Spider-Man! He's back! We haven't seen him in years!" And right away now, you find out when Mary Jane shows up, Annie is not the one that's showing her superpowers. It's the Power Pack kids. And they wind up, doing battle against all these kids and whatnot. And the Rhino and the Boomerang and the Beetle are going after them. And they wind up kind of failing pretty miserably here. And, Peter steps in. And now that he stepped in, he made himself vulnerable for Regent to go after him. And what happens is the Regent has to step up his game now that there's real superpowers involved. He has to get the elite guard, which is the elite Sinister Six, and his version of the Sinister Six, to go after Peter Parker or Spider-Man and his daughter, and he displays them here. And this version consists of Hobgoblin, the new Shocker that just got promoted, Kraven the Hunter, of course the Vulture, Dr. Octopus in this version, and Mysterio. And I was like, hell yeah, that's awesome right there. And obviously they all have Regent's symbol because they all work for him, which was pretty cool. And the awesome thing is, at the end of this issue, what made the issue for me was that Peter has to kind of change things up. He can't be in the red and blue because that costume is too recognizable. And this really plays back to classic Spider-Man comics. And Mary Jane, out of everybody, said to Peter, "Don't wear this costume ever again. Don't wear it again." And, and it was said from past issues. And what does she pull out? The black and white. Yes. I was like, oh, wow. And Annie was freaking out. She's like, oh, that's the shadow thing, because she's been having nightmares or whatever it was. So it was a pretty cool thing. So I really enjoyed this issue. I thought it was really good. That's how it actually ended, with her pulling out that costume. And here's what the cover image looks like next. So, oh, yeah, great stuff. I'm really enjoying Renew Your Vows. This is definitely one of my favorite Secret Wars books or tie-in books right now. Great story here. I can't wait to see what happens. I love seeing this version in the Sinister Six. I love seeing Peter and MJ, and I love seeing their daughter Annie in this. This was a really good read. Probably my favorite one of the week so far, tied with The Walking Dead. I'm going to give this one probably a 4.75 out of 5 stars. Nearly perfect for me. It took a little bit to get used to, I guess Peter not being, around as Spider-Man, but just like that, now he's back, and he's back in black. So really cool stuff here. So definitely try Renew Your Vows. Love the character interactions, and I feel that the action is about to heat up here. So again, 4.75 from me. Guys, leave me your comments below what you thought of the Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, issue number 2. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. This is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, fans.